Have you ever heard a pastor or a preacher ask this question? Are you saved? If you've been in the church for, I don't know, maybe a whole 10 minutes, you may have heard that phrase before, saved. What does saved mean? When we think about the word saved, and we say it to somebody who's not a part of Christianity, especially if they're not part of Southern Baptist world who uses saved all the time, they can often say, saved for what? Or, they don't know what to do with that word because it's very unfamiliar. What does saved mean? So what does that mean? It means, have you been rescued from the consequences of your sin? Have you been rescued from death, from sin, from hell? Have you been rescued from all of that? We were going in a very destructive way, and we needed somebody to rescue us from ourselves. And that's what Jesus does. When we say, have you been saved? We're asking somebody, has Jesus rescued you from the consequences of your sin? Okay. Now that doesn't mean necessarily all the earthly consequences of your sin. It doesn't mean that if you've murdered somebody, you don't go to jail or anything like that. It's not that at all. It's talking about the eternal consequences and not having to live life in a pattern that is in rebellion toward God. Have you been saved from an old way of thinking, saved from an old way of living? So when somebody asks you, when a pastor asks, or you hear a sermon, or somebody says, have you been saved? It's talking about, has Jesus rescued you from the negative consequences of your sin? I hope you've enjoyed this session of Stuff Christians Say, and we'll see you in the next video.